Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Hi there. My name is Nick Akil Akhtar, being Muhammad's role, and with my team members from Group 13, that is Hamizan, Kenny, Fauzi, and Junaida, and we're from Polytechnic Nilai. Okay, for this video, we would like to present to you guys about our topic that is how to ensure that we all have a safe and secure campus environment for everyone during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Alright, first of all, we interviewed someone and then we discussed and combined ideas on creating something according to what the persona wants. Well, for that, my team members will elaborate and explain more about it. So yeah, I'll give that to them. They will handle it. So yeah, right now on our first page is the empathy map, and it's about the persona. So yeah, she's on her early 30s and she have 5 children. She lives in the Polytechnic Nilai quarters, and job scope is conducting language classes and helping students with their personal problems. About the COVID-19, well, she felt anxious about the pandemic. She's very a kind-hearted person, smart, cheerful, and very soft-spoken. She's probably one of the best lecturer to be with. She encourages us to follow and I mean, she encouraged us to follow the SOPs for ourselves and others. Well, and she spoke fluently well in English. Well, about the COVID-19 pandemic, she's quite paranoid with the people's selfishness about their care for themselves from the COVID virus. And yeah, as we all know, before this we have classes, have face-to-face classes as usual, but due to this pandemic, like most of us have to have classes through online. So yeah, this persona, she's not used to it, so she need more time to get used to it and focus to teach online. And as usual, we have internet issues. So yeah, that's all from me. My team members will continue the presentation. So right, thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Fauzibian Sham, and I am from the Polytechnic Nila institution, and I am from the Room 13 membership. So I'm gonna define about the user's profile or identify our users or our persona that we have just interviewed. Her name is Madam Shima and she's aged around 30 years old. She have a family of 5 kids or 5 children, and she's a lecturer in Polytechnic Nilai. Her work in Polytechnic is conducting English languages, which is being a part of the languages lecturers that teaches like English, Malay, or maybe Japanese or Chinese as well. But mostly we have like Malay and English, which is English. She's the one that is conducting it, and then she's living in the Polytechnic Nilai lecturers' quarters, and she's pretty much a homebody, which is she doesn't travel much, and at the same time, she is one kind and cheerful lecturer that I have met. Right. One of her inputs is that she loves eating healthy. She is fully vaccinated during this pandemic, and then always following strictly the SOPs as well. And she always check in and check out at every message through a QR code in every places she goes. And she's a bit paranoid during about the pandemic, and we were shocked that Madam Shima is actually supportive towards our frontliners inside this country that protecting us from the COVID-19 inside this country. And then she always check her temperature twice a day, even though she always goes to even different premises that always check their temperature. She always check herself as well to safety measures or extra precautions. And then she always encourage others to take vaccinations and trust in the vaccination process and the modern vaccines because she confident that these vaccines not only protects us but only protect our family as well and the people surrounding us, and then take extra precautions when visit high density places. And Ponshima needs are actually a bit interesting, to be honest, because Ponshima would like the college to invest in getting a medical assistant to come inside the institution at least once every week to check on the welfare. And the people that is living inside the campus provide a self kits. They provide self test kits. Yeah, that's the one. Interestingly, Madam Shima needs is very quite unique because Madam Shima would like the college to invest, or the institution of our college to invest getting a medical assistant to come at least once every week to check on the welfare of the people living inside the campus and provide a generic medication for anyone with symptoms of influenza. Okay, that's all from me. I'll be handing it out to my next colleague, which is Hamizan from our same institution as well, to explain the other part of our presentation here of our video. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all the judges. My name is Hamizan Hakim bin Zabbar and I will continue my group's presentation by going into the ideation part. As you can see here, we have gathered some ideas and information from all the team members. And the first one is an AI doctor that can advise on illness and prescribe generic medication. It's like a machine at the McDonald's, when you go to McDonald's and you order by yourself, you can pick what you want and then you can pay there, or maybe you can pay at the counter. Yeah, like that. And the second one is to have briefings by medical assistants on how to save life, such as the Heimlich maneuver if someone choke on food and so on. And the third one is an automated message system to provide information to students and staff of the institutions. It's like when something happen at the institution, like every student and staff will get a message regarding about it from the administration. So everyone will be informed about it. And the next one is to build gates around cafeteria, accept entry and exit points, so the students will have an arranged flow going in and out of the cafeteria. And the next one is to increase the body's immunity by eating healthy and exercising, because we cannot rely solely on the vaccine. And the last part of the first round is to place signboards of SOP across campuses, so people will be reminded to follow SOP all the time. And for the second round, we have to prepare a temperature check schedule of every dorms inside the hostel. And the next one is to create a one-stop center for person screening, your MySejahtera scanning, your temperature check, and your disinfecting will be at one place. And next we have it's from the first round, but we elaborated a little bit. Still the artificial intelligence doctor machine. And then we have to add hand sanitizer stations to high traffic areas, such as the cafeteria. And the last one is to prepare a food service delivery to the dorms in the hostel to avoid creating one place as a crowded place such as the cafeteria. And for the final round, we have chosen the artificial intelligence doctor machine. We think that is the best for us when we agreed to use it. Okay.
Good evening. My name is Kanisha Prashar from Polytechnic Nila, Malaysia. So now I will be explaining about our AI doctor prototype. So this is a rough sketch that we have made. Yes, it looks like a vending machine, but we didn't have much time to actually create it. And okay, moving on. So the frame outside is like a box, and in the middle we have the touchscreen user interface, um, where all the information will pop up. We also have a control panel where you can put in your identification card. You have a fingerprint scanner to identify that it's you, and then there's a yes and no button. There's also keypads and all that. And then at the bottom there is a medicine dispensary. So how does the machine work? So I'm going to use an illness, migraine illness, as an example. So the machine will be asking us whether we have headaches, or if we have headaches, are the headaches one-sided, or is there a pulsating pain in our head? And next it will ask, is it severe for you not to carry out daily activities? Are you vomiting? And so on. And then it prescribes the patient with temporary measures until a visit to the doctor. Temporary measures are like medicines that you can get by yourself at the pharmacy, like paracetamol, painkillers, or cough mixture, all the basic stuff where a doctor doesn't need to prescribe it to you. So that is the main function of our prototype. So the steps taken, we did ask around to all our friends and family members whether this invention will be necessary. We got an 87% of positive response. So how did this idea actually come up? So as we were brainstorming after our persona mentioned a weekly visit by the medical assistant would be necessary, we thought the medical assist with COVID going around right now, a lot of hospitals and clinics are swamped with COVID tests, COVID patients, and anything to do with the influenza. So for them to actually come to our institution to do routine checks on us, I think it will be putting a big strain on them. So this is the next best option. So how is this the best solution? So number one, it does not require much maintenance except for the stocks of the medicine. It is easy to use, and working alongside with doctors, like we as the creators, we will be working alongside with doctors to add more medical information inside the database to help give better diagnosis. Number two, this machine works 24/7, and it won't be placed too far from dormitory. So let's say me as a student, I am sick, I do not have to walk across the campus just to get some medicine. It is right there in front for me, ready. So next, it helps alleviate temporary pain until convenient to travel. Let's assume I have abdominal pain and that's not allowing me to drive to the clinic. So with this machine, it can prescribe me with just like 1 or 2 painkillers so that I'll feel relaxed enough to actually make it there safely. Besides that, it also can reduce the risk of spreading or getting infected by highly contagious diseases by simply avoiding mass gathering places. Last but not least, it can help call an ambulance if a patient is in dire need of help by learning about the patient. So let's say if you were to add more and more medical information into the system, and the machine itself starts learning about us by asking us questions, slowly but slowly it can pin down to maybe we have something more severe going on, like we might have cancer, or maybe one of my friends just broke his leg. I can go to this machine, I can call an ambulance right from the machine. Let's say if you were to call an ambulance from our phone, they will be asking where exactly are you, your address, and all that. And in the midst of panic, we won't be thinking straight. So this machine has everything inside. We just have to press the button, like there will be an SOS button, and then there will be a medical team coming shortly. So the next slide is the testing phase. Our testing phase was conducted with group 14. So from what they have seen, they believe the idea could work, that this is an idea that could be a norm in the future. So from their feedback, they said the design of the product was bland, and we did get another feedback from our lecturer as well, saying that maybe we could shape it to be like a cartoon character, or sort like Teletubbies with the television on their stomach. So it will be fun to look at. Number two is the system of the machine. Yes, at first there will be the system will be slow, but then as more as it progress, it will get better. So other related question is the cost of this machine. The cost will be a lot at first. I am assuming around 5,000 ringgit to start up this project, but think of it as a long-term investment where this machine can run for years on end with minimal upkeep of it. And besides that, is there an application for it? We do not want to build an application for it because we want this to be a right now situation kind of product. Like if it were to be an application, we diagnose ourselves. Like for the medication to come to us, it will take some time because shipping and all sorts are backed up. So this one is, I am sick right now, I want to get treated right now, and I'll be fine by now. That is the idea we're going for. And besides that, change of design, yes, we have gone through it. Adding more illnesses to the database, that will happen in the future. And closing. So with COVID spreading fear among one another, I truly believe mankind can never perish because our intelligence is uncomparable and we will always find a way to stay alive and healthy. So that is all from Group 13. Thank you very much.